us now on the program on the Michigan Megacast is Debra Ehrmann, Vice President, and María Acosta Ahmad, Healing and Community Justice Coordinator at Centro Multicultural La Familia, one of 300 charities and nonprofits supported on the Share Detroit platform. Thank you both for being with us today.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Sarah will be joining us in a couple of minutes here.
Yeah, no worries about that. So Debra, let's start with you. First off, for those that may not be familiar with your organization, tell us about the services and the mission of Centro Multicultural La Familia.
Well, Centro Multicultural La Familia was actually started in 1985, which was called Centro by the Oakland County Health Department that wanted to provide services to our Hispanic community in a culturally competent and linguistic way of doing services. So we had been providing services since 1985, where Dr. Sonia Acosta was our supervisor and director of the program. In 2007, we decided to separate providing additional services to our communities, and we're known as Centro Multicultural La Familia. And the service of the organization is to provide, again, culturally a holistic approach in servicing our community. Our mission is a very simple mission, and it's simply to provide, it's a nonprofit organization that provides services in a holistic and culturally competent way. That is, that anyone can come to us and we can provide services. So we're greatly honored to be here today on your show to share all the information that we can. And I have with me Sarah Ahmad.
And so, just to continue with you just a moment, Debra, can you elaborate on what some of those services are that are provided? Because there's a number of them that are provided by your organization.
I'm going to let Sarah do that. One of the things that we do here at Centro is we team up, and we want the seniors to work with the staff here, and we like to give them an equal opportunity to speak on our behalf as well.
Absolutely.
Hi, Tyler. Yes, like Debra said, we are giving you an intergenerational approach to what we do at Centro. We do so many things. If I could sum it up, we almost act like a community center in that because of the nature of the services we provide, they're language accessible, they're culturally competent, they're trauma informed. Because of those things, we often see our clients in crisis, although we're not a crisis center. And so what we have tended to do is continue to expand our services to meet the needs of our clients who elsewhere and otherwise could not receive services because usually they experience barriers. So we cover everything from domestic and sexual violence prevention services to community support, Medicaid applications, food assistance, even health workshops, vaccination programs, and the list goes on and on. So we do tend to primarily serve the Latine or Latinx community here in the Metro Detroit area and throughout Michigan. But we really, like Debra said, we service and see everyone. Anyone is welcome.
Today, Centro has grown to be 29 employees strong with both the linguistic and the ability to speak multiple languages. We have Spanish, English, of course, we have French, and we have Portuguese. So anyone that can come to our services, and we will figure out a way to communicate with them. The interesting thing about language is it's also a bicultural thing that people find very interesting in working with families. So here at Centro, we are able to do both. So I will turn it over to Sarah.
Well, I feel like I covered it all. I don't know if you have another question, Tyler.
Yeah, let's talk about on your website and in the description of your organization's mission, it mentions providing culturally competent care and services, and you mentioned trauma-informed services as well, Sarah Maria. And so I just want to ask you to give us some insight on how important it is to factor in somebody's cultural background, someone's cultural existence, and of course, in the cases of mental health and other critical services too, the trauma that they've endured in providing those specialized services, because a one-size-fits-all approach often doesn't work.
Yes, I completely agree. And I think you hit it spot on, Tyler. And this is something we've learned from our elders who served in the field as well. But it is everything. That cultural competency piece, the cultural well-being, upbringing, all of that is at the core of what we do because it's needed. Because otherwise our clients would be less likely to maybe leave abusive situations. They'd be less likely to seek alternatives to housing, other methods of health, even vaccinations. We've seen this a lot during COVID-19 and this pandemic, where our families feel not included in mainstream education surrounding the pandemic, their well-being, and of course, domestic violence prevention. And so because we're able to provide our services in Spanish, because a lot of our staff look like them, we're bilingual, we're bicultural, we've experienced similar kind of marginalized experiences, we can relate to them in ways that you can't necessarily be taught how to do. And so I think that's kind of what makes us stand out.
There's so many great services that are provided by your organization, and all of those can, of course, be found at centralmulticultural.org or by visiting sharedetroit.org and going to there, find a nonprofit link and searching Centro Multicultural La Familia, and you'll be able to navigate to the website. But for those that would like to go through the process of seeking some of these services that your organization provides, Debra, how can individuals or families, as you mentioned previously, go about accessing these services?
Well, they can actually call our number. We are listed as 248-858-7800 here at Central, and we do have a live receptionist who will answer the call. We have it in English and Spanish, so if anyone calls that does not speak English, we can service them by having them a connection right away. Again, we're located in Central Multicultural is located in Pontiac at 35 West Huron. We're on the corner of Huron and Wayne Street in Pontiac. We're in Suite 100. We're in a tall 10-story building called the Riker. It's right on the corner, and we're on the first floor. And we are marked with a logo here on the front of the office space so people can see where we're at.
And what about walk-in services? Are those also provided for those that may not have access to a telephone or the internet?
Yes, they can walk in. Our hours are from 9 to 5, Monday through Thursday. On Friday, we're 9 to 3 o'clock.
Recently, your organization completed a community mural. Sarah Maria, can you tell us about that community mural, the significance of that for those that your organization serves, and what went into completing that mural?
Yes, I love talking about this mural. So just last summer, we completed our first inaugural social justice street art camp with local youth to Pontiac, Black and Brown youth, LGBTQIA+ youth, and we kind of teamed together to figure out what they wanted to envision in their city. So, Pontiac is often kind of cast in the shadow of Detroit. We're really not. We're coming out of it. We're breaking through. And being able to paint a beautiful mural with native plants, with social justice street art signs representing marginalized communities and social justice activism was really, really important for the youth to experience. It was entirely designed by them and our team, and we're hoping to kind of continue on this tradition of mural making every summer throughout Pontiac until more people kind of start to come see us and celebrate with us and honor the deep histories that Pontiac has.
We're joined by two individuals from Centro Multicultural La Familia, which is one of over 300 charities and nonprofits supported on the Share Detroit platform. Today we're joined by their Vice President, Debra Ehrmann, as well as their Healing and Community Justice Coordinator, María Acosta, Ahmad, on the Michigan Megacast. More information can be found on their website. The website is centralmulticultural.org. Again, centralmulticultural.org. You can call them at 248-858-7800, 248-858-7800. In addition to providing these services to the community, you're also providing communication and a voice to these communities as well, and in a multicultural sense and a culturally competent sense as well through your program, Radio Central Multicultural. Can you tell us more about that program, how people can get involved, and what are some of the programs that people can hear on your radio station?
Well, the radio station has been very successful. We have Luis Mayeta is our host, and it's been a fabulous. We are actually going to celebrate on July 4th, we're celebrating our second year of radio hosting. It's called Radio Central, and they can go on the website, and it's a radio streaming, and they can listen to the programs 24/7. In the morning, it's Spanish, and it has different subject matters and topics that we discuss with our community to advise them and also to make them understand some of the laws that are faced in our country, but also more importantly, some of the services that we provide, also some of the healing techniques that we have. Sara May has been an instrument when it comes to helping our community understand not just the cultural component piece, but also the food dietary. We have a lot of holistic approaches in what we do, and we're very honored to have her and other guests that come and talk about their programs. We have Casa Art, which is a foundation that does the cultural dancing, and they speak, and they have a program that they do with us to talk about some of the leaders and some of the community people that are involved in working with the community. The radio itself has been very successful. We've had our first viewing. We had a few numbers. Now on a monthly basis, we're reaching up to 56,000 listeners daily. In the afternoon, for example, we have the English program. So there are programs that are done in English to help our community understand also. So it's a completely what I consider 24/7 service that people can sign on and listen while they're working, while they're gardening, while they're meditating. If they want to hear some soft music, we have all kinds of music from all over the world. We did a Mother's Day program on May 10th. You know that in Latin American countries, many of the celebrations of Mother's Day is on that day. And we were actually contacted from China and Switzerland to wish their mother a happy Mother's Day. So the connection that we're doing right now is just not locally, it's also doing it throughout the United States and 13 foreign countries. So it's a phenomenal radio. We were very grateful to have Luis Mineta with us, who in fact has been instrumental in making it grow.
Yeah, we've had Luis on the program here previously. We had him on in October of last year, and it's really just such a cool program, so interesting, and really necessary to have these voices in this community, in the Metro Detroit area, where there is such a mix of cultures that often are not getting their due voice in the broadcast community. And so it's great to have, and also to have all that access and information about those resources as well. Also, just want to give you an opportunity to speak on how the community in the local area, certainly in Pontiac and in Oakland County, can help your organization, but those around Michigan and around the world, if they'd like to help support some of these great services and programs provided by your organization.
Well, you can surely contact us through the web. We have Facebook, we have Instagram. We're now getting into TikTok, but we're working on that. We have an incredible social media person, so you just contact us by the website, by calling us, by Instagram, as well as Facebook, and we will respond to your questions, and we will be more than glad to give you assistance on how to connect with us.
The website, centralmulticultural.org. That's centralmulticultural.org. You can call them 248-858-7800, 248-858-7800, or visit them in Pontiac at 35 West Huron Street, Suite 100. Their hours then being Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. Just another couple minutes with the two of you today before we'll say goodbye. Any other information that we haven't touched on today, we haven't discussed about the services that are provided, the programs that Centro Multicultural La Familia provides to the local community, and anything else that would be important for our audience to know or consider about your organization?
Well, we have the radio show, as I mentioned a little earlier. It's a very good program. It talks about health, mental health, and other services. We have a partnership with the Consulate of Mexico here in Detroit. It's called the Ventanilla of Health, or Ventanilla de Salud, and it is a health window that provides services to our Latin American countries, people that do come from other countries that speak Spanish. We were able to assist them. And we connect them with the proper services. We give them a little bit of education. We provide them the referral service that they may need. One of the things that we are truly an organization that serves our community. And for that reason, we are very grateful to the staff that we have. We have a tremendous staff level of education, cultural competency, as well as bicultural. So it gives us a great honor to serve our community. As we say here, we are family. In Spanish, somos familia.
Debra, Sarah, Maria, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you.